Okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months.
What's good? It's your boy G Kid back with another video. I am so hyped because today we are going to take the GTI from semi-race car to full-on race car looking. So your boy has ordered the stage 2 for the inner rear stress bar. That means these pieces right here are going to go inside of there. They're going to sit in like this and mount it up even more tighter than it was before. So the first pieces comes with these 2 stress bars to sort of make the X shape, 2 brackets for the bottom of it, this portion to connect it to the top piece of the stress bar, and then there's just a couple extra bolts and stuff to bolt it all down. It should be an easy install. I can't wait to get this into the car. Can't wait to see the differences that this makes versus the stage 1 portion of the kit. So let's get started. Alright, so because I have stage 1 kit, I actually got to take this stress bar back off of here, slide that cross member piece to sit here in the middle, and then put the rest of the kit together. So let's go ahead and get this piece off of here. First thing I got to do is loosen up the jam nuts on both sides. Once I loosen that up and relieve some of the tension that's here, I can take out one side of these bolts and slide the clamping block onto here, and then let's begin. Let's start off with this side. Loosen that up. Loosen this side up. Let's work on relieving some of this tension. There we go. That's a good spot to be in. Alright, next, gotta take these guys off of here. Now we're gonna grab our 8mm, stick that in the top, hold it in place, grab our 19mm wrench, and crack this thing free. Cool. We're able to get away with just loosening up one side. Let's go grab our block here to put it in the middle. Clamp that on. So now this got to slide over here. Alright. Once you slid it over the piece that you want it in, you just push it down. We're going to sort of hold it there. And then we get our clamping block next. And that's going to slide right underneath here. And what we got to do is get our little screws and bolts through it to hold it down. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It was really hard to get this guy to fit in here. So what I did was just grab some wood clamps that I had and just clamp this down to straighten this out so that way I could tighten it all up. Alright, now that this block is on here, we can go ahead and put this piece back together. There we go. Let's get the bottom portion on. Alright. Now that's back on there, and get our piece all straightened up the way we want it. Make sure there's no tension here, which there isn't any. And then we got to shorten it, so we're going that way, 360 degrees. Just like so. Now we got the perfect tension we're looking for. These spots are all tight. Now we just tighten up our jam nuts. Go. Now they're both tightened up. It's all tightened up. We got the tension perfect of where we want it at. And this piece is sitting in here. Alright, so what we're going to do next is take a knife and cut around this piece. Alright. After cutting that off, we're going to cut across the bottom too. Let's clean it up just a bit more. So now that we've done this side, we're going to go ahead and do the other side. And you see that little indent where it comes around like this and goes under? Just going to pretty much cut that piece out. Just like so. And then what you want to be able to do is get to these 2 bolts here on both sides. Alright, so once that is cut out of there, you're going to take a T30 and that's what you're going to loosen this up with. Boom, both of those come out, and you pull the cargo hook out. Fine, those have now been removed. All right, next thing you got to do is take this little back adapter block off of here by taking these 2 little hexes out of here. And this is going to be a size 4mm. All I'm doing is loosening these up. Whew, almost lost another one. All right, then you got your little adapter block here. And this got to go and sit inside of here. And once you got it sitting in there, you're going to take the same 2 screws that you took out of there, and put those in here. If you can see the back side of this, it sort of sits like how this is sitting here, but turned this way, inside of there, and then scooped up into the holes. So now once both of those sides have been put in, that's all tightened up. You got to do the same thing for the other side. All right, last but not least, let's put this bracket back onto here. And this is going to be using a 4mm. All I'm going to do is get one started up, and then we'll move over and get the other started up. Nice and snug. Now that we've gotten this piece on here, we're going to do that side, wrap it up, and then get our lower bars on. All right, so now that both of these blocks are in, we got to go ahead and put these bars into here. So we got to slide one into here, and the other side has to go off there. First, I'm gonna start out by lengthening this up a bit. I think it might be easier to start with the top one first. Let's straighten up this little beard and slide it in between. All right, now that we got that slid in there, we're gonna put the one on the back side of it now. Slid it on there. Boom, perfect. And now we just gotta line it up with down here. And slowly extend this out until we get it to where we need it to be. There we go. Perfect. So now that that one's on there, we're going to go ahead and do this side too. All right, so now that all of these pieces are in here, but they're not quite snug yet, we're going to snug all of these down. All 4 of these bolts. Awesome snug. One thing I do appreciate about this kit is a lot of this stuff uses the same tools, so it's not a whole bunch of different tools you got to pull out to get this job done. Once you tighten down this one, this one, this one, and this one down here, what you're going to do is finish up by tightening up this clamping block up here. The front side is going to be 4mm. Just tighten it till snug. Perfect. Now both of these are all tightened up. Everything's tightened up now, except for these pieces. So what we got to do, same thing like what we did up here. We get it to that neutral spot. We feel like there's no tension on them. I feel like right there is pretty much no tension. Just see, this one feels pretty neutral. So does this one. What we're going to do now is I'm going to mark both sides using this little tire marker. And then I got to rotate it 360 degrees until we get it back to a spot so we can have some tension here. So like this one has tension on it. Now we got to give tension here. And so what we got to do is actually shorten them. Now that they're neutral, they're in a good spot, I got to turn it 360. Boom, that one's good. And then this side. Perfect. Now they have a decent amount of tension on them. And then now what we can do is actually tighten up all these jam nuts here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then now we're all set and this thing is all ready to go. And just like that, it's all done, all together. Looks amazing. Let me go ahead and put these seats up so you can see what it looks like that. And then versus seats down. Yo, what's good, gang? I was just editing this video, realized I never did an outro, so honestly what I want to say is, so happy we got this installed on the whip. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we actually get on the road. The review is coming soon. It's going to be lit. And I got a couple extra mods here right now at the crib that's going on the car. I think you're going to want to stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button now because it's some cool stuff coming and I know you're going to love it. Anyways, it's your boy. We signing out. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button down below. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough. I know. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months.